Hello guys, it's Julie here, ready to take you through a Pilates HIIT circuit. So this circuit should go for about 30 minutes. We will start with some warm-up and then we'll do one circuit. We'll do some more exercises to cool down slightly and then we'll finish with one more burner. So let's get started. All you'll need is your mat. So we're going to get going with our feet on one end of the mat, and we'll just start with our roll down. So with your feet hip distance apart, we're going to tuck our chin into our chest and lower the spine one vertebra at a time. You're going to soften the knees, and we're going to come into a crouch, and we're going to stretch those legs tall to initiate that roll up. Get the last two. So let's go again, rolling down one vertebra at a time. And bending the knees, stretching the legs, and rolling straight back up. Two like this. Just getting some movement through that spine. Good, last full one like this. Alright, next time you come down, keep your hands down on the floor and let's bend and stretch those legs. So keeping your hands down, your legs might not be able to straighten the whole way, that's okay. Just bending and stretching as far as we can. We're going to have a little bunny hop and down. And straighten bunny hop and down. Stretch and bunny hop and down for 4 more. And last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Excellent. In this crouch, we're going to walk our hands out into the plank. So walk your hands forward. Lift it through your shoulders, lift through your chest. Then we walk our feet in towards our hands. You can softly bend knees if you need. Walking in. Then walk your feet straight back out again. And reverse. So walking your feet back and walk your hands in. So legs can either stay stretched or they can bend depending on our flexibility and what we're aiming to work and achieve today. Keep working here. Stucking my own top under. So trying to get some strength through the body, get flexibility through the hamstrings, lengthening through the spine. Lovely. The last one with the feet going in and out. And last one with the hands going in and out. From here, I'm going to lunge on my right leg. Lunging on my right leg. Enjoying this nice stretch here. Keeping your hips squared off to the floor. If you need that bottom knee tucked under, you can. From there, we're going to keep the left hand grounded and lift your right hand to the sky. So twisting towards that front knee. Excellent. We're going to use this to do a kind of a thread needle. So arm reaches to the sky, and it's going to thread through and reach to your back left thigh. Open out to the sky and thread through. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, roll. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, thread through. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Come back onto this side. Now we're going to go into a side plank facing towards that right side where the arm is lifted. If you need, your left knee can come down onto the floor and just open that right leg out to the side. Otherwise, coming onto both toes, if you want to be able to stretch legs, our top leg is forward. Or if you like, you could try to hold it in this tree pose here. Let's hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here in your side plank. If you're on your knee, We're going to float in and out like this. So you come down onto your hip and lift up and over. Down onto your hip, lift up and over. If you want to stretch legs, stay there. Bend both knees to come down. Stretch both legs to come up. And both knees to come down. Stretch to come up. Just 4 more. Let's go. Down and stretch. Last 3. And stretch. Great work. Last 2. And stretch. Last 1. And stretch. Come forwards into your plank. And let's bring our left leg forward for a left leg lunge. So I can be other side. Woo. Nice stretch here. From here, keeping your right hand pressed down on the floor. Right knee can bend if you need that support. Otherwise, keep it stretched. And then left arm float to the side. That's it. Feel you're ready to work that thread the needle with your left hand. So gazing to the ceiling. Let's thread it through, reach to the right thigh, and lift up to the ceiling. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, contract. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, contract. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Now I'm going to turn to face away from you. You can either be down on your knees, coming to a side plank, otherwise staying on your toes, holding it here. You may want to bring your toe towards your knee. Let's hold for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to bend the knees down. Either single or double on your hip. Then stretch up overhead. So remember that modified option was keeping that bottom knee down, going onto your hip, open up through the side, or a full option was bending both knees, stretch both legs to lift. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. All right. I think we're nice and warm now. Let's get into our first circuit. So I'll quickly explain the exercises. Number 1 is going to be bunny hops. So you're going to have your hands on the floor, toes tucked under, and we're going to either single leg, lift and lower, lower, trying to keep your bottom, heels to your bottom, or you could try double leg lift and lower. If you want a bit more of a rocking option, which I like, you could go heels to bottom, hands up. Okay? Gain some power and strength. Exercise number 2, we're going to be holding a plank, either on your knees or your toes, and you alternate your knees. So this is the toe variation. If I started on my knees, I'm just stretching and bending 1 leg at a time. Okay? Exercise number 3, we're going to go into our side waist. So coming onto one side, laying like a ruler. Top arm is going to be at your waist, and you're going to lift your thighs and lift your upper body like this. Yeah? Exercise number 4 is a little swivel of the hips. So I'm going to come up to a figure 4 position, and all we're going to do is swivel from side to side. Swivel from side to side. If you can, keep your hands off the floor. Or if you want more, legs could be stretched and you can swing around like this. Okay? Then we repeat our sideways lift on the other side. And then the final exercise that we're going to do is either knees or toes, the knees up there, is going elbows, elbows, hands, hands. single push-up. Elbows, elbows, hands, hands, single push-up. We're just going to do 2 rounds of 30 seconds, so nice and quick. I've got my timer and I'll talk you through it. Let's get going in 4, 3, hang on, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bunny hops to begin. So remember, you could alternate, okay, or double. 15 seconds left. And we're holding a plank. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Down on your plank. Either lifting and stretching one knee at a time or bending if you're in a high plank. Belly pulling tight. 10 more seconds here. Now we're going to do our sideways lift. Last 3, 2, 1. Come onto your side. Let's lift that waist. Here we go. Working that waist. 10 more seconds here. And we got that leg swivel. Last 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Leg swivel. Remember the option to be in your figure 4. Just go and change like this. Okay, we've got another 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work your other side waist. So try to keep your heels or your toes touching the whole time, punching into that top side waist. Last 10 seconds here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Elbows, elbows, hands, hands. Push up, either on your knees or on your toes. Elbows can then wide into that wide push up, or they can go narrow into that tricep. Your choice. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to the start, round 2, bunny hops. Here we go. Own variation, you get to choose. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding that plank, knees tucking down, or legs stretching up. Your choice in that plank. Last 8 seconds here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Coming up to your side waist. Here we go. Hopefully you're feeling just as sweaty as I am right now. That's it. 10 more seconds. And we've got those swivels. Last 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Remember, it could be figure 4 to change.
Or it could be a full swing around, going side to side. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto that other side. Let's lift that side waist. Try to keep the toes or heels glued together. Belly drawn in tight. Reaching down that top thigh. Last 2. 1, let's go into our planks / push-up. So elbows, elbows, hands, hands, push-up. Remember the option to do this on your toes if you wish. I'm alternating each time. So leading with my right one way, leading with my left the other way. Last 2 and 1. Awesome work, guys. Give it a little shake out. Grab a drink of water and your sweat towel if you've got it nearby. Woo, that was a good way to warm our bodies up. Hopefully you're feeling nicer and warm. So now we're going to work into our backs and our glutes. Now, to finish off for today, so when you're ready, coming onto your bellies for me, my hands are going to start stacked on top of each other, and you can, after a while, once you know what we're doing, rest your forehead here. Otherwise, just while you're looking to see what's happening, rest on your cheek. From here, we want to keep the belly pulled in tight to activate that core. Yeah, pulling it in tight so we protect the lower back. We're going to activate, squeeze, and lift both thighs. From here, then we bring one heel into our chest. I'll start with my right, and we're going to kick it in twice. In, and then extend. Then we're going to do the left side. In, and extend. So my thighs never touch the ground. If anything, they're thinking higher, higher. Extend. In, and extend. I'm taking a nice sharp breath out, and breathe in as I extend. Keep that squeeze of the glutes, activation of those thighs. Should feel very intense quite quickly in those hamstrings, in the glutes. Let's go for 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Good. You can lower those thighs for a minute. Wiggle that bottom from side to side just to release that tension. Excellent. From here, hands come in line with your shoulders. You can either keep the elbows down, or we're going to lift up into a baby back bend or cobra. So you put a soft bend in those elbows and then lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. I've never stopped engaging those abs. And you want to have a nice tight squeeze in your booty and stretch those knees. So everything else is activated to support this back bend here. So I'm just floating up for 2 counts and down for 2 counts. As you get more confident, or if we're able to, can you stretch those elbows and lower down and stretch and lower down. Perhaps you might want to start to lift that gaze up and then bring it back down. Let's go for 2 more. Lift up and lowering down. And last one, lifting up and lowering down. Now this one's a little bit tricky to explain. We're going to do the same thing with our legs again, but going to lift those thighs, draw the heels, both heels to your bottom, and they're both going to go in, and extend, just like we had before, but double. Our arms are going to be behind our back. You can either interlace, or I'm grabbing a hold of one hand with my other right around those fingertips. I'm going to pull my shoulders back, and we're going to keep our chest activated as we go heel squeeze, squeeze. As I extend my thighs, stretch the torso, lift the arms. And then lower, squeeze, squeeze, and stretch. Squeeze, squeeze, and stretch. Squeeze, squeeze, and stretch. Let's go 3 more. Last 2. You probably are able to get your hands a little higher than me. Last one. Excellent, and lowering down. Little wriggle from side to side. Final back bend that we're going to do is like a bow pose, like a reverse heel. So we're going to bend those heels towards our bottom. We're going to try and grab a hold of our feet with our hands. If this is not for you, you can have your forearms down and just lift the chest here, keeping the knees bent. Otherwise, when you're ready, pulling the shoulders back and down, engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Let's start to press those heels away from us, lift up through the chest, and feel this big, strong opening. Excellent. Let's breathe in and out for 5. 3 more. Press further away. Last one. And coming down. Excellent. Let's reverse this stretch, bringing hands close to your shoulders and bring your bottom back towards your heels into the child's pose here. Awesome work, guys. It is time for our final circuit. Now, I say the circuit quite loosely because you're only going to do each side once, okay? This is going to target your glutes, and I'm going to just explain as we go to make it a bit easier. Each exercise, though, we're going to be stuck in it for a minute, all right? So number 1 is going to be our clams. We will start this once I've got my timer organised in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're going to lift that bottom heel off the floor. That's it. Heels and toes glued together and just opening and closing that top knee. Belly's pulled in tight. Kind of like you're feeling like an open and close of a door. 20 seconds down. Amazing. So that upper body gets to fully rest now. It's done its job. Excellent. In 25 seconds, we're going to bring that bottom leg down, and that's going to support us nice and tight to our chest. I'm going to extend the top leg to sweep it forward and back into some straight leg sweeps. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So top leg extended, sweeping it forward and back. So you want to go as far as you can in each direction without any movement happening in the torso. So if you feel like your back is wanting to arch around, then limit your range. Make it smaller. More control through those abs. They never ever switch off. Squeeze that glute. Keep it lifted in line with your hip. This one's quite intense here. In 25 seconds, we're going to do a kind of a rainbow leg where it's going to go up and over a hill. Okay? Breathe through this. I know it's intense. We're so close to the end. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go forward and tap it down. Let's go back and tap it down. So it goes up and over the hill forwards, up and over the hill back. Up and over the hill forwards, up and over the hill back. Woo. That's it. Yes, feeling that, baby. Oh. This is the last exercise for this side. I'll give you a very quick glute stretch, and we're going to repeat to the other side. The last 20 seconds. That's it. Keep going. Up and over that hill. Last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Just pausing here for a moment and pulsing out through that booty. Good. Come to sit up for me and come into either a figure four position with the bottom leg extended, and you might want to press just down and forwards. You might want to bend that underneath leg and hold this stretch here. Hopefully that worked up those bottom muscles. Glute meat. All right, let's get ready to reset for the other side. So coming to face the other way. Last 3 minutes left of class. We're going to start with our clams in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, guys. So lift those heels, open and close the top knee in that clam. Make sure your shoulders and hips are stacked. That's it. You've only got 30 seconds left. The last 15. Then we're going to do our straight leg sweeps. The last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Top leg bend, top leg extends, bottom leg bends, and sweep the top leg forward and back. Oh, that wasn't my best explanation. Hopefully you got there in the end. So you're going to keep that leg lifted in line with your hip. No movement of the torso. If you feel that spine wanting to move, limit the range. "20 seconds left here, and then we're going up and over the hill in that rainbow type movement. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go forward, tap, over the hill, tap, forward, and back, forward, and back. That's it. Keep pushing here. I know it hurts. One side is always going to be hitting more than the other, but you will get through it. Stay with me. I'm bending just as much as you are. Oh. Last 30 seconds. You can do it. Aren't you glad there's only one round for each side? I sure am. I don't know if I'd make it a second round. The last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Your hard work is over. Let's enjoy a nice stretch out. So bash up through that booty. Oh, give it some love. Then sitting up for me, either crossing that leg over a stretched leg and then forward folding, Or you can bend the supported leg into figure 4 and enjoy that stretch here. Kind of a nice tall spine. Chest is open, not collapsed. Lovely, and coming onto your knees on the side. Just enjoy a few little cat-cow stretches. We did a lot of work in the front. So rounding up through the belly and then open up through the chest. Breathe out, lift up. Breathe in. One more. Excellent work. And if there's any other stretches you'd like to do, maybe for your neck, maybe for your hips, feel free to do so. Otherwise, let me know how you went by checking a comment below. And I look forward to training you again next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye now.